Hello everyone. I want to do a video, quickly on ecumenical news update that I got here from ecumenicalnews.com, dealing with the ecumenical movement and Pope Francis meeting with some Lutherans in Sweden soon. He's trying to bridge the gap with them over the Reformation. It says Pope Francis gears for historic event for Protestant Reformation in Sweden, and this came out today, Wednesday, September 14th, 2016. And it says here, the Pope Francis will meet in Sweden. Let me see here. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I just lost my article here. Okay. All right, this was published 3 hours ago. It says Pope Francis will make history when he attends ceremonies in Sweden at the end of October to start the commemoration of the 500th anniversary of the Protestant Reformation. The Reformation would lead to centuries of hostility between Catholics and Protestants in Europe and other parts of the world. Those of us who understand the Reformation know why the Reformation started. God called these men to rise up against the papacy in Rome as Antichrist. The Bible, the very scriptures, were being held from the common man. They were not allowed to access it. They had to go through the priest. And even then, masses were held in Latin, so the people couldn't benefit even from what was being said. They would send out soldiers to arrest people and call them heretics if they held the scriptures in their homes or tried to read it and understand it themselves. This is an obvious attempt of Satan to try and get the scriptures out of the hands of people so they don't know the truth. I had a brother write me recently saying that the Lord rescued him from the Catholic Church about 2 years ago because he was able to read the scriptures for himself. It's very interesting. It says the Pope's trip to the Nordic country, October 31st to November the 1st, will focus heavily on ecumenical relations, especially with the Lutheran Church, the Catholic News Service reported. Francis will join Lutheran leaders for an ecumenical prayer service in their cathedral in Lund and move with them to the ecumenical movement at a sports arena in Malmo, October 31st. Let me see. Reformation Anniversary 2017. The events will culminate in the Reformation Anniversary on October 31st, 2017. The commemoration marks the day in 1517 on which Martin Luther is said to have posted his 95 Theses denouncing church abuses on the door of the Castle Church in Wittenberg, Germany. Luther's actions set in motion events that led to the Reformation and the division of Western Christianity into Roman Catholic and Protestant churches. In recent years, however, Roman Catholics and Lutherans have reached an agreement on the doctrine of justification, a key dividing issue between the papacy and Luther and his followers. And we all know that we disagree on justification. Justification comes through Christ alone and his finished work on the cross. And we've been in disagreement with Catholics over that because the scripture tells us that it's not Jesus and his work on the cross plus what we do or what we can do to justify ourselves. And it's stated here, taking a quote from one of the men at the conferences, or is going to be at the conferences, he says, this means many doctrinal differences should no longer have a church-dividing character. Bishop Heinrich Bedford Strom, chair of the Council of the Evangelical Church in Germany, and umbrella for Lutheran and other Protestant churches. Remember what Jesus said? I do not come to bring peace, but I come to bring a sword. Now, Jesus was talking about that sword means not compromising the truth for the sake of peace. What this ecumenical movement is doing is compromising the truth of Christ, the doctrine of Christ, compromising it and bowing down to this ecumenical movement to please the world and forsaking truth for the sake of peace. Let me see here. All right, the commemorations, it said, are not a celebration of the division of the Western Church. No one who is theologically responsible can celebrate. Let me see here. I'm sorry. This keeps switching on me here. Anyway, the article, I seem to have lost the article here. Must have hit something incorrectly. But anyway, just wanted to bring that up to you that the Pope will be in Sweden October 31st to November the 1st with a Lutheran ecumenical movement. Just another update for you on ecumenism is alive and well around the world today. Again, I'm not against peace. I'm not against loving your neighbor as yourself. So this channel is not against that. What I am against, though, vehemently, is compromising the truth that is in the scriptures, compromising the truth and doctrine of Christ for the sake of peace. Peace with the world. Scripture says he who makes himself a friend of the world makes himself or herself an enemy of God. Jesus said, do not suppose I come to bring peace on the earth. I come to bring a sword of division. That division will divide those who stand with Christ and the doctrine of Christ alone till the end, or if they'll compromise the truth of Christ for the sake of peace. God bless you. Thank you for listening.